Hello, hello, hello. I'm PaintedDog and welcome to Old Water as day turns into night. I hope you're having a lovely day. My day is actually quite good, thanks. Now, if we take a look at the city now, traffic is getting a bit worse along, not necessarily this stretch, but in the city as a general overview. Traffic's getting a bit hectic. So with that in mind, we've been chasing the population limit, but that's a balancing act because the more sims you have, the higher the traffic will be. So, but we are chasing the population now because we need 32,000 sims, call our city their hometown, to unlock the next tile. So let's get out of this view. And let's zoom out. Take a look at our city. It's not too shabby, hey? But let me take off the day-night cycle so we can get a bit of work done today. Now, let's pause this. If you take a look at our traffic, it's 86%. Isn't too bad, but this is still an issue, and it's a lot of traffic going up here. That's why we want to unlock this next tile over here, so we can get traffic up to there. And our roundabouts aren't the best way or best structures to address high volume traffic. And as you can see here, it's not really queuing up. It's mostly high traffic flow through here, but this is only going to get a bit worse. We might have to address that later. So what I did off screen was I added in, first roundabout was getting a bit stuck, so I added in this bit of road there, get traffic to stop using this road as the only way to get in and out. So it's going into this area, but if you want to leave, you take that bit. And in a vanilla game, you don't have a lot to keep traffic from going from this way to that way. The same thing that we saw with the roundabouts in our beginning city up there. And I also added in this bit of road here, so if vehicles want to get to this area, they can take this off ramp here just to get to this area a bit faster. But we also have this bit, so it's not really a lot of traffic using this, but hey, every bit helps. Oh, we are losing students, but that's fine. That's fine. We kind of expected that. So traffic's up to 87% now. We're at 26,000 sims. And we still have a bit of demand. But let's quickly run through all of this, just to make sure that everything is still fine. Garbage processing is beginning to get a bit iffy. So we might want to add in some other options. But for now, let's just add this. That's close enough. Traffic is fine now. We need to check the specific areas, but for now that's fine. We might want to add in a medical center over here. Fire stations are basically okay. Might want to add in one over here somewhere. But there's not a lot of space to add in without demolishing buildings, but that's okay. This is still a-okay. Traffic of crime rate's a bit low. Elementary schools, that's still fine. We might want to add in one over here, but for now that's fine. Okay, so we might want to take a look at our desirability, especially in this area. But we will create a small park in there, so that's fine. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's do a bit more zoning. I want to add in a couple of pockets of zoning through here. Not there. Not yet, anyway. I don't want to add in too much high density yet, because these roads aren't really designed for high density areas. If we had more public transport in here, that might address that issue. And I'm really tempted to do something like that. We have this passenger train station there, And we have some a bus line going through here, and we have this, but there's no transport in here. I really need to address that. But for now, let's just get this in, shall we? I want to go a bit high density along these main entrances, as you usually do. But let's just get a couple of buildings in here. Always nice to have a local grocery store. Don't want to zone too much at a time because I don't want a huge influx at once of sims, and then we get a death spiral and all that. And houses being demolished. I don't really want that. So let's try and keep it. Okay, can't really zone there. You can zone there, but it won't do anything. Rephrase that. Just want these small pockets along the way. We will definitely need to add in more zoning or road network so we can get more zoning in, but for now that's fine. So for the main thing for today, we can start alleviating traffic through here by adding in an interchange here. But if we want to add interchange here, we also want to have it a four-way interchange, so we can get the basic layout, so when we unlock this style that we can run the road of a highway network through here up to about somewhere there. We may have to rework the roads there, but for now that's fine. So I think for now let's try and add in an interchange over here. But for that I'm going to delete all these trees so we can see what we are going to do now. Now I'm not going to add in a simple overpass type, get the road going over and then connect up like that, because I think this might be a heavy traffic interchange. And I don't really want people standing still and traffic crossing in front of each other. I want to have this running as smooth as possible. We can just finish this up and then I can tell you what my plan is. So for now, I think we could have tried a partial clover leaf and or a clover leaf, but I think something that I want to do is add in I believe it's a Diverging diamond interchange is the official name, but it might be something else because we really want to rework this bit. We don't want traffic crossing in front of each other. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to pause this. We have 5 million in the bank, so I'm not really too worried about this. What I am worried about is that the terrain might be a bit iffy, so we might have to rework that, but hey, let's see what we can do. So at this stage I want to take this a bit down, because we want the traffic to cross. I want the lanes to cross here, so we can try and get a sort of a smooth transition at the end of the day. Something like that. Take that up. Let's have a quick peek. We can do this a bit better. So this will be a real test of my patience. So what I'm going to do is take this road as you saw now. I'm going to take this down low. I'm going to take this one up and over this one. And then we can have spurs running over that. So let me quickly show you what the plan is. If it will work with us now. See, that's a bit too sharp. But I don't really want to go too close because these roads need to be upgraded still. You see, that's a bit bad. So instead of this, let me take this bit out and see if we can do something a bit more meaningful at the end of the day with this. We take the road guidelines off. I'm going to do something like that. And then I'm going to go down to level terrain and see if we can do something with this. I would actually like road guidelines. Something like that. Now we can try and get it to cross over here. You know, try and do something a bit sensible. Up one. Might need to rework this bit here because that's a bit wrong. Same with that side, but we can work with that for now. Now, what seems to be your issue here? Try to make a new change like that. So let's see if we can upgrade this. Okay, we can. Great, 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 great. That was the main issue that I was seeing here. I'm going to take that back a bit more. So hopefully we can get this to line up here. Just something like that. And hopefully we can upgrade this. This is really not the best looking road. But hopefully it will work. That's the thing, eh? I'm going to upgrade this bit already so we can see. And let's see if we can get this to snake past here. And let's see if we can get this to behave. That's the first thing. Definitely need to rework this. Because that's just silly. But yeah, now it's just a matter of getting this to play along, eh? That's not too bad. As I said, this is not the best looking interchange, but hopefully it will get the job done. I'm just gonna use this road. I don't really want to struggle with this thing not doing what I wanted to do. So let's see if we can get this guy to behave. Not really. But let me finick around with this. Get a bit finicky with it. And see if we can sort this out. Now this interchange will definitely not win any prizes for the best looking interchange. Basically spaghetti interchange. But hopefully it will work for now. Let me just see if we can do something about the way it looks. Shall we? And that looks a bit better. It's still not a nice looking interchange, but gives a bit more interest by adding in all those rocks and trees and everything around it. And it's still a work in progress. I still need to adjust some of the things. For instance, these trees are a bit in the way. and such. It needs to be removed. But for now, I can live with some glitchy trees. Oh, it's from that thing. So that's a problem now. So let's see if we can add in another guy here. Nope. Anything smaller than that? I don't believe it is. Oh yeah. One of these. Yeah, that's a bit better. Adding in some interest in this area. As you can see, it's really spaghetti type roads, but hopefully they will handle the traffic inflow here. So what I did on this side was I added in, I might take out that stop sign there. I might change that to a roundabout. But then again, a roundabout's not really useful for high traffic scenarios, but for now that's fine. And then I added in from, it's a bit weird because in South Africa it's left-hand drive, or you drive on the left-hand side of a road, and now traffic's moving from a right-hand side. So it's a bit weird. I can always try and change it around, but I think for now that will be fine. I really think that will be fine for now. But I might just want to rework this and change this one up to this side and get this one over, because then it's a left turn or straight from there. And only traffic coming from here going across there will be... we'll see. I think I need to change this up, but for now, that's fine. So hopefully that will... The average traffic flow 100%. I don't know how that's calculated with all this mess here. But hopefully this will help. Especially since... hopefully this will help for this issues over here. But as soon as we can, I'm going to add in maybe a T-junction type interchange here to get traffic going from here, and maybe connect up to there. Just maybe. I'll see. Maybe I'll split it off like I did here, and out of a city and into the city around here. I'll see, but I want to add in a T-shaped interchange here, or maybe just a normal clover leaf, as you can see here, just to get traffic moving into the city. And I want to utilize this. I don't really want too many local roads going here, and so we might do something like that, or do a normal crossover type thing as we did here. Might get a bit busy, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Maybe a partial cloverleaf or something like that. And then I want to add this road up to about here. One going into there, for instance, to get to the highway. And maybe leave through there. But I think that will work for us. This hasn't been sorted out yet. We're still 100% traffic flow. But traffic over here has calmed down quite a bit. It's just over here. But I think, as I said, roundabouts aren't useful for high traffic. So we might just have to get rid of this. But I hope that as soon as I add in connections here and here, that this one will get a bit less utilized. The rest is red areas, but traffic's flowing. That's the thing. As long as traffic's not standing still, I'm fine with it. The red areas. And here traffic's not really standing still, but it's really slow. So with that in mind, we added in this area. So let's add in a bit of public transport. We don't have any metro lines going to this area, but we have a metro line stopping there, and we have bus line going to here. You can get onto, there's a tram line you can get onto as well from there, and then you might be able to get to here. It might be a thing to add in an additional tram line. You see, this one's an offshoot from here, so I might be tempted to add in a tram line going through here, but these roads are going to get really busy. with more vehicles using this to get to the highway, so I don't really want to do something like that, but hey, we might just have to do something like that. But for now we can add in buses. So I'm gonna add in a bus line. We have a tram track here, and I want to utilize this. What's the... not the thing that I wanted. I'm going to add in a small line, you know, just up here. Just the one way. With parking spaces, yeah, that's fine. Gonna add in this line right up here. Not too hectic, just something like that. Let's just see if this is still... no, that's not connected anymore. Let's just get that in like that. Okay, so I want people to use this bus line. I'm gonna get... why am I pausing that? As I added in that area for the sightseeing depot. I think this will be fine. I don't want to use or have them going to have too many stops, but we need to have stops quite often because I don't really want my citizens to struggle to find a bus, you know. I want them to be able to utilize this bus to its full potential. So basically close to all of these entrances and exits I want a bus stop. There's a pedestrian route, so I want the bus to stop there. The same over here. There's a lot of traffic going through there, so I want it to maybe back over to this one, but let's see. I don't want stops on that, so that's fine. Let's add in stop. That's a bit of a waste. I'm going to leave that. And let's add in a stop there. 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 And then you can return back to here. I don't really want to go through there. Let's just complete that line. Okay, so that's one for this area. Let's see how that works. I just might want to add in an additional line. No, just going the opposite direction on the outside. And I really want to adjust the number of lines there because I can almost guarantee you that there's too many buses on that line. Bit of a transfer there, hopefully. And I'd want them to utilize this bus line to get from that tram system to this one. So let's see if we can get them to utilize this a bit more. You can't really use that. And I don't want them stopping there, so yeah, let's stop there then. Actually in front of that, so, and a stop there. Then you can complete the line. Okay, so now we have some public transport in here. It's not the best, but at least there's something. And I'm not going to worry about tours at this stage and taxis and all that. We don't really have cabled cars or need for cabled cars now. Same with blimps. Ships. I might be tempted to have some ferries going through here. We have a ferry line going through there. So I might just be tempted to have some ferry lines going through here. I think that might be something, might be nice. I want the cargo harbor. I want ferry stops. Yeah, I think that might be the way to go, eh? Yeah, that's a bit too wonky. Maybe in there. Yeah, I think that would be quite lovely. Now we're going to mess up our road network there, but that's fine. That's fine. We don't worry too much about that. Or our bus, or our bicycle. Where did I get bus? Something like that. And cross over there. And maybe something like that. Might be a bit too steep, but we'll see, eh? You know what, I'm not even going to bother with this one. They can turn around there. That's not really something that you would see in real life with this, so I'm not going to do that. Now we need electricity to this side. That's fine. We have water and everything, so that's great. Now we need a ferry line, ferry pathway. I don't see a lot of people using this, but hey, you might be surprised. We might just be surprised at the end of the day with the amount of vehicles using our ferry line. I would love if we were able to see the lines of the fishing boats. Okay, we can see it sort of. A lot of crisscrossing here. I don't really like that. Alright, there you go. And with that, can we get this to connect? Yes, we can. So I want them to use this one and travel all the way there, all the way there, and then complete the line. You know what? Let's take this out. That's a bit useless now. Let's rework this so it looks a bit better. Okay, there you go. We have a ferry line there. I don't see a lot of people using this, but we have it in place. Don't really have a connection for tram lines, except for this tram line connecting over here. That's fine. As soon as we have an airport, then we can extend the metro line going through there, and then we might just be tempted to have one line going into here somewhere. I think that might be something for the future. So now we definitely need a post office in here somewhere. Let's do something weird and place it on this road right there. Might be bad, it might be good. We'll see. This bridge isn't too bad, hey? No, it's not. These piers are a bit weird, but hey, we can live with that. Now we have a bit more residential demand again. So since we have a space here, let's see if we can do something with this. I don't really want to zone for that. So what can we do here? We can always get this to just connect to another bit of our city, another area, maybe there. Get this extended through here. Something like that. That will be fine. Get that running there. And now we can I don't really want to zone too close there. That might be a bit too close, but we'll see. See that? I don't really like it making those four-way intersections there. But I think I'm going to take that out. And then we can always add in some lines or roads going through there like that. And like that. As I said, those won't be the best looking neighborhoods, but hopefully they will work. That's the thing. As long as they work, I don't really mind what they look like. Get these upgraded. These bits. Bicycle lanes. Because you want people to be able to use their bicycles to get around our city. I'm going to do something sneaky with that, if I can. Just chop it off right there. Yeah, it's not the best looking, but hey, it will work. Extend that out. You know what? I'm gonna chop it off there. That's fine. We can make this a park or something. Now we need our water supplies. And let me get this in. And I'll bring you back now. And we are done with the basics of our water and electricity. Okay, electricity is not really our issue, so not really worried about that. But we have a basics of that now. Do I have any spaces that I can zone more of these? You know, I might as well get that in. Well, I might be tempted to do a bit of offer zone on this road. Not necessarily there, but from here onwards, just to add in a bit more diversity at the end of the day. As soon as that fills in, we can take that line out. But over here, let's get this in now. And a couple of roads. Or pedestrian pathways, actually. And just to get our pedestrians walking through here. I don't really think they will really use this or realistically use this, but we'll see. We might just be surprised. Same over here, and let's add in just a little bit through there. And will we be able to sneak in something through here? No, we have to demolish that a bit. But hey, sometimes you have to do stuff for a bit of growth in your city. I think that's fine for now. So let's add in a bit more commercial. Just on these areas that are really gonna get busy. That bit there, and now we can go residential. I really need to do a bit of beautification in my city, but for now I'm just chasing the 32,000 at this stage. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so there's not really enough space there. Can we maybe connect that up? Yes, we can. So I'm gonna take that bit out. So now we can do a bit more office zoning in there. Hopefully that's close enough to connect now as soon as that building builds up. And get a bit of low density residential in here. I'm really contemplating if I should change this around to get the traffic going onto the highway from here and out of there, but for now I'm just gonna leave it. If traffic becomes a nightmare or something weird happens, then we can switch it around, but for now I think that will be fine. So let's speed this up and have a quick peek at our park burning down. Let's take a quick peek. Where's our fire helicopter depot? Not what I wanted to see. I actually wanted to see the vehicles. But hey, I can't. I think it's time that we might want to add in another one on this side. It's 1,400 upkeep per week, but I think it might be necessary. Do we add it in there? I don't know. Already a bit of noise pollution in this area. It might just be the way to go. I'm going to place it in there for now. Hopefully this will work. And we can take care of that later. As soon as we remember. Get a bit more of this in. I'm going to add in a couple of shops on this road. Because it looks a bit strange without anything there. It's a lot of wasted space. If you are completely honest about it. No, I don't want it there. I want to keep this for our residential zoning. Need to get people moving in here. Hopefully we can get to that 32,000 mark soon. What did that happen right now? What happened there? Just heard a in my headphones. But as another building burns down in our zoo, the flamingos. Yeah, that's just sad. But let's take a quick peek at our traffic now. It's at 87%. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic going through there. And through there I did a bit of lane mathematics, as some people would say. Get traffic flowing through there, so it's gonna get a bit red. And over here, that's still a headache, but I believe, if you take a look on this side, traffic's moving. This side it's a bit slower. I believe it's because of this, because take a look at that. That might get a bit clogged up over here. I also took out this bit of road and traffic started moving a bit better again. So hopefully as soon as we get this connected up, that will be a thing of the past. But I hope, just as a recap, quickly, we added in this interchange here, our spaghetti interchange. We added in a ferry line going through here to connect up to here. Let's quickly see how many passengers serviced last week. It's not too shabby, eh? Take a look at the budget for public transport. Ferries, 107 income, 2,000 expenses. So this really isn't bringing in a lot of cash. our public transport. We might be able to work around that in a way, but for now I think that's fine. We are making 20,000 a week. But yeah, so we have that in, that ferry line, and we added in this bit of zoning in here. So hopefully that will help us to push over the limits of 32,000. It doesn't look like it because it's already zoned in, and we're still losing people now. But hopefully we can do a bit of zoning, maybe in there or in there. And we do have this area here that we might want to utilize. And all of this over here. Not on a bit. Over here. Let's do a bit of zoning in here. Hopefully that will bring in a bit more, couple more residents. I believe it will. Just to help us to push over that 32,000 mark. That would be great. All of this is on fire. With a helicopter depot right there and a fire station right here. All of this is burning down. Now that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, let's not get into that shit. Okay? We might want to add in some of these towers. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Carnage along the way. And I really hope... I don't know what happened there. But I really hope you enjoyed this. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Cheerio.